Hello and welcome to another episode of Odyssey Strength Podcast, joined by yours truly, Yiannis and
Jackson Mansudi.
we want to thank you for joining in for another episode. Hopefully we can give you some takeaway tips that can help improve your health and fitness journey, make the whole process a lot easier and more sustainable. If you're interested in coaching, you can reach out to either of us on our Instagrams. I'm Coach _OS.
Coach Jackson Mansudi _OS.
Or you can DM the Instagram page, Odyssey Strength, or find us on the website, odysseystrength.com.au. Let's get into the episode.
Are we on?
We're on.
Oh, what's doing, brother?
Welcome back. Another week.
Another week
In the books,
dollar.
in the trenches.
Yeah, let's do it. What's been happening?
Bro, these fucking mucking around with all these settings and shit.
There's too much technology.
There's honestly too much going on. Maybe it's the other ones that I turned off.
Yeah, you just broke everything.
As long as it sounds good for the people, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, I realized every single one of our episodes has the E for explicit next to it. Every single episode.
Why? Because we swear so much?
Even if you say once, it picks it up.
Really?
Yeah.
You reckon someone
episode.
sits there on Spotify?
I reckon it's got like a...
AI.
Or just, you know, like turn it in, like the school thing. I reckon they got like something like that.
Turned it in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I didn't go to uni.
Neither did I.
Well, how do you know what turned it in is?
What do you mean? You didn't use it for school?
No way.
Oh, yeah, we used it.
It's funny how a private school didn't use it, but a public school did. Yeah, you probably had more people cheat on your school, though.
Every week, put it on the map. That school's gone backwards from where... Oh, not backwards, but...
Oh, same, man.
No, I would say backwards. I'd just say in a different direction to when I was there.
What direction would that be?
One that I don't recognize anymore.
Were you a cool kid in school? Were you a popular kid?
Yeah.
You were?
Anyone who says no is... you either just didn't like me or you don't want to face the truth.
This guy.
Not like a dick, though. Just like I knew everyone. I feel like how many people did you have in your year?
Oh, I don't know exactly, but a lot.
Put a number on it.
I mean, there was 30 per class, I'm pretty sure.
And how many classes were there?
It was like all the way up to like 12.4, 12.5. So it was like each was a homeroom each. So 12.1, 12.2, 12.3, 12.4.
So 5. So 80 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had about 100.
Each year.
For my year, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
yeah, about 100 a year. There was
how
more.
many homerooms did you have? Like,
Oh, we just had roll call, bro. I don't know. We just all split up into different ones. Like you weren't with your mates in roll call. You might have like five of them.
yeah, we were the same.
But that was prefect. All right. I was in the SRC prefect roll call room.
No, you weren't cool. You were a nerd.
No, bro. I was inside. I was an informant. I'm gonna let the boys know.
You're a snake. Say you're a snake.
Yeah, hey.
You can't be cool if you're a snake.
One of us has to do the God's work.
No, that's not God's work. You're a snake.
Nah, bro. Me? Shout out Adam Mattea. Prefects, bro. That's it. On the inside.
That's not popular. That's all right. I
Yeah,
got
you're one of the.
yeah,
You're one of those kids that is in denial that I was popular. That's all right. You can.
Hey, I've known you since you're 15.
You can join the. You can join the list. Nah, but it's just like I think it wasn't more like a popularity at my school. It was more just like, you just know everyone. Everyone knows everyone. Like they have their groups or whatever.
No, I feel like after year 10, going into year 11, everyone sort of.
If he clicks.
No, there's no more cliques. It's like everyone just knows each other.
Oh.
Because you've been with each other for 6 years.
Yeah, we had so many people get expelled from year 10
No,
to 11.
we had a lot of people leave too, but by the time you're in year 12 with someone that you've known since year 7, you're kind of like, yeah, all right, hey bro, how are you?
Yeah, we had our groups, definitely. I think everyone was like amicable. It was just like...
Because
we just had different interests though. Our school was like ethnic. We're all hanging with each other, and that was it.
My school was like
if you're ethnic, that's mad.
You either played rugby or you didn't.
Yeah, ours was soccer.
Yeah.
Ethnic and play soccer? Fuck, top of the list.
Yeah. There was like...
Part of the boys.
There was different like cultures. Like you had the Asians, you had like really smart kids, then you had like ethnics.
Is that a culture? Really smart
Well,
kids?
yeah, no, I mean, there was just how it was broken. And then you had like rugby players.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and then you had...
Jocks.
Yeah. I was definitely not one of them. And then you kind of had the floaters as well, like the people who just like float. And then you had ethnics. But the ethnics was a really small group in my school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it was like me and maybe like 4 others.
Someone's got to hold up.
Because all the ethnics went and did plumbing and carpentry.
Hey, look at them now.
Like, someone's got to carry the boats.
Shout out Kevin Martin.
No, he graduated, bro. I'm pretty sure.
Killing it.
He's doing well.
Plumber.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was all right. Played soccer for the first time in a while.
Oh, tell me else about that.
Bro, I got smoked by 16-year-old kids. Smoked.
There's little Ronaldos out there these days, bro.
They were like, they're not going to listen to it. You weren't that good.
There's levels to this.
But I just haven't run in so long.
So
Like,
you're blaming the fitness.
But I'm fucking good. But my
I know you're good, man.
But my fitness
I know you're
is shit.
good.
My
But
fitness is shit. These kids
It's
are
like
running.
a skill, bro. You use it or lose it, and you haven't been using
like
it.
the 2.5K runs that I've been going for, they do fucking nothing. They're the tip on the iceberg for running. Like
2.5K runs.
You can't fucking put it into a game context at all.
I programmed running for the first time ever.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, I used your advice.
My advice.
Yeah, well, because we're coaches and we work collaboratively.
I like that.
And I'm willing to
So-
admit where my expertise are and are not.
Tell the people what advice I gave you.
What we collaboratively came up with.
Sorry.
So
What
we,
I always came up with.
Yeah, Odyssey. Yeah. Basically, it was a client. Her goal is weight loss. But then she also wants to like get stronger. So she's running just once a week, and we're doing 500 meter intervals. So it's like 500 meters, rest for like 2 or 3 minutes, go again, and we're doing that for, I think it was maybe 3 times, 4 times. So like below volume once a week, and then we're adding some warm ups in there as well, like calf raises, even some like low. And I'm not an expert in this. Let's say some low level plyos of like some pogos and some just to get
cool.
the tendons and the ankle joints like ready.
Nice.
Oh fuck! Look at me, S&C coach, brother. S&C. Yeah, and she's enjoying it. It's good. She's progressed. Like her pace has gotten better, and she hasn't. Like she did it last week for the first time, and she had to stop halfway through the 500 meters, which is like, look, man, like running's hard, bro. Like I'll firstly admit, running. If I had to run 500 meters straight, I probably would struggle.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. You're right. It's definitely a skill that if you don't use it continuously, it does elude you. Like
it's like anything else. It's like anything else. If you don't continuously try to at least maintain or improve something, then you're probably going to lose the skill. Or even if it comes down, let's relate it to training, because that's what we're about here. And you know, your nutrition. If you're not on top of these things, you're probably not gonna get better at it, or at least maintain the progress. But no, man, she's really enjoying it, and like this week she didn't stop, and she got better, and she's seeing some progress already. But I think the biggest takeaway from it is like the delayed gratification that comes with running, because it's not something you get better at straight away.
Yeah, you definitely like. I noticed even from Friday, because then I said to myself, "Oh, I'm only going to play on Friday." It was outdoor, 11-a-side, big game, whatever, and I was getting smoked. Right, that's not. It's better around the bush.
Yeah, let's call a spade a spade. You know.
Right. Getting smoked. They had found out that I haven't run in a while, and they kept running.
About these 16-year-old kids.
Yeah,
do you know them personally?
No. They just switched on. They said, "Oh, he hasn't fucking run in a while. Let's just go down that side." I was like, "All right, whatever."
Are you quick?
Yes, but
popular in school. I'm quick. I know how to program.
I know everything. But yeah, they very quickly figured out that I hadn't run in a long time.
Yeah.
For that long, and they were like, "Yeah, let's go this way." And I was like, "No, don't go this way. Go the other way." But, 16-year-old brains, they don't always think like my brain.
You got the maturity.
Maturity in that.
Yeah. I think that's the problem with any sport. It's like as you get older, you are smarter within the sport, but your body doesn't work like it used to.
Oh, hang on. From Friday to Sunday, because I played a 5-a-side on Sunday night, but I fucking killed it.
Quick learner.
But it's because I didn't have to run.
Yeah, okay.
So the skill was there, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
But just the fitness wasn't there.
I think that's the upsetting thing. It's like you have this small window where you're like, and this is like very sport specific, like elite level. Like you have this small window where you're at your peak, and it's like probably anywhere between 26 or 27 to like 30, 31.
Oh, bro, even younger.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? Yeah. Like maybe physically, but like your brain isn't like you don't have the IQ. It's like look at fighters, right? It's like you see some of them who get so much better as they get older, but then they just drop off. Like look at Conor McGregor. He like peaked at like 31, but it's like he knows more about the sport but his body probably can't take it as much anymore.
Yeah, he's been thrashed.
Yeah, man, like getting punched in the face and whatever the sport is, like rugby players as well, AFL players, soccer players, your body can't just keep up anymore.
Well, yeah, even I noticed like Friday, it was freezing on Friday. And stupidly, I didn't wear a jumper. I was just like, oh yeah, like I'll warm up, whatever. It took me so long to warm up.
Yeah.
So long. And it was freezing. I was like, this is fucked.
I mean, look at me. It's taking me now where I'm getting to a point where injuries are actually becoming a thing because I'm not invincible anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I need to warm up. Like I need to take my time. And it takes me longer to train, but my body's better for it.
Yeah, you can probably get away with doing less during the session then as well.
How are you finding doing soccer again though?
I love it, bro. Like I said, one of my other eps that we did, I came back from Europe. If I didn't go to the gym, bro, I'd be just playing soccer, eh?
Yeah.
It's so fun. Like, it's just, I don't know what it is. I think I can't bring it down to like the competitive nature of it. I don't think that's it. I think it's because I know that every single thing is within my control. It's just like, I don't know. I just fucking love it. Like,
do you find that it's also a team sport? So you have that community, camaraderie, like sort of aspect
maybe
to it?
You know what? I'll be honest. Maybe it is the competitiveness of it. Like on Sunday, all the boys that we were there with, Mav was there.
Shout out CJ Mav. He's good too, man.
My other mate Christian, yeah,
he's really good.
Mav just doesn't have the fucking legs for it. I've told him. My other mate Christian was there as well. Like we went together, we played, whatever. We ended up in the same team, and just playing like when you're synced with your mates or whatever, or people that you play with.
The chemistry's there.
Right, it's just so good to see.
Yeah,
and no,
I can relate to that. I can relate to that.
It flows, the pass is slow, and then there's a goal. Like there's an outcome.
There's a chain reaction that occurs to the outcome of the session. Yeah, the goal.
Even if you do like one little skill move and you get past a couple players, everyone's like, oh.
It's like
you're sitting there, you're like, give it.
It's almost like when you're in the gym and you're like, oh, this way feels easier, and you get more J'd up, and you're like, I want to go more.
You know exactly what it's like. It's when someone says, oh, you're looking big.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
It's the instant gratification.
You're like, this is all that I've worked for.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. Yeah, like. We've got a 6-a-side comp coming up on Tuesday nights in like 2 or 3 weeks. Next week. Next week's first.
Mate, got to get the fitness up. Come on, bro.
Next week's the first game. But like knowing, I didn't play last year. We played the year before. We won the whole tournament. So for me, I go, okay.
Is it like a round robin thing in the day?
Yeah, okay. Nighttime. Yeah, it's like 6 till 9 or whatever. But
that's a long time.
No, you only play one game. So it could be anywhere.
Oh, you only play one game?
Yeah, you can only play from anywhere from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Like you could get any time between that.
Oh, okay. So, but you're only playing one game within that time?
20-minute game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I just have to call on you and then that's it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
You find out what time it is. So Tuesday sessions for anyone. Tuesday nights off.
How's your recovery?
Oh, I was sore. I was silly though. Like Friday, I trained legs before I went and played soccer.
Yeah.
Not a good decision at all. Definitely, you definitely find that, or I found that the DOMs that I got, so the muscle soreness that I got from playing the sport compared to just doing like hypertrophy based movements or like traditional movements in the gym, totally different feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
Like my calves were sore, my glutes were sore from sprinting. Really at the end of my quads, like not so much where you would feel it in leg extensions, like the very end where it kind of like fuses with the quad tendon and the knee itself.
That's what I think I noticed the most. Like you feel your tendons and ligaments a little bit more.
And I was like, oh fuck. But I will say I have been taking vitamins consistently now since I've been back from Europe. Which
I've actually been doing the same thing.
I take 2 fish oil every night.
Fish oil's so fucking underrated.
Not a big fan of fish. Like I like fish, but I'm not going to go and prepare it during the week. I don't get it out on the weekend really. Unless my dad buys it, I don't get it.
I've been pumping magnesium and vitamin D spray.
Oh, fun fact, vitamin D has to be taken with vitamin K to be absorbed.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine's D
it's
and
D
K.
and K. They always usually sell like that.
Yeah.
But I've been trying, zinc.
Yep.
I've been trying zinc. But I'm curious about copper levels as well. Like this is the thing going around as well, is like zinc affects copper and vice versa.
Yep.
So I need to make sure I'm not hyper dosing it up.
Yeah, but do you think it's going to play that much of a part and affect you to a point where you're getting actually sort of where it's diminishing you?
Probably not, because I think I have a pretty balanced diet, but it's something to think about. And then I did multivitamin, so you got that fluoro piss coming out the next day.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. I think it's a good thing. I did multivitamins when I was dieting towards the very end.
I feel like when you're dieting is probably when you need it most.
Yeah, and it's just a good habit. What else do I take? I think that's it.
Something that I guess would be important to flag here.
And I tried a new sup, glycine.
We spoke about this, yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we spoke about it in the group chat.
Yeah, so I bought it, and I take it before bed.
I've been taking liver support.
Oh yeah,
because I listened to
Yongu.
I listened to the boys about it on the RBP podcast, and they were talking about it. And like, even if you're not obviously taking like steroids, they're like, it can actually be quite helpful. And obviously, I did a lot of damage to my liver when I was overseas, so I was like, oh fuck it.
You're like, I'll try and make up for it.
Yeah, we'll try and make up for it.
Do you feel any noticeable difference?
Nah, do you?
I don't know if it's placebo, but like traditionally before that, like maybe struggling to fall asleep, and then like I had said to you, I think it was last week, I was used to watch ASMR to fall asleep, like religiously. Haven't needed it, but I think it is probably going to be a little bit of placebo. Like I know it can help you sleep a little bit better.
Is this the glycine?
Glycine, yeah.
Explain it. What's it supposed to do?
It's supposed to, let me get examine.com up, hang on.
While you're doing that, I think it's important to note, like, we're not like relying on these things at all.
No way.
None of these things will work unless you're doing all the other things correctly. And I say this a lot to my clients. I actually had a client message me the other day. He's like, hey bro, should I be taking protein and creatine? I'm like, I mean, yeah, you can, but like, you don't need to. And he goes, what about fish oil? I was like, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But you don't need to.
It's all like 1%ers.
Yeah.
If everything else is right.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, if you're doing 99% of the things correctly, it might get you one more. And this is the thing. It might. Because not everyone is vitamin D deficient. Not everyone is.
Vitamin D, everyone, get in the sun. Go get a tan. You need vitamin D. Everything else,
Yeah, but again, like the dosages are going to be dependent on the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's so hyper specific, and for you to get these exact things, and if you want to see if these things are actually helping you, you'd probably need to go do blood work, which no one's going to fucking do.
Yeah, definitely. Like I only got it out of curiosity, and like it says what are the glycine's main benefits. You know, it says can improve sleep quality, subsequent benefits to cognitive function. High doses of glycine have been shown to improve symptoms of schizophrenia. So you know, make sure the brain's all right. May also reduce the blood glucose response to carbohydrate ingestion.
Yeah, that was one of the main reasons you wanted to try as well.
More for sleep, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I noticed like I haven't been waking up feeling like I struggle to get out of bed, which this is the thing, is like, is it me just improving my
sleep quality,
my pre-bedtime routine as well? Because if I'm doing all these quote unquote cornerstone habits and I'm having all these vitamins and whatever, and I'm setting myself up for a good sleep, is that the thing that's leading to a better wake up, or is it the vitamins?
We spoke about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Ben Cant said it. He goes, if something is going to promote you to act a certain way, then it's not a bad thing, right?
Yeah, and it's relatively cheap as well. Like it was $23 for like 500 grams.
Yeah, I think if you're out there and being like, should I be taking these supplements? It's like,
try it.
Yeah, it's up to you. I think like it really comes down to like, are you willing to spend the money? Are you willing to like also understand that you might not feel any difference at all? Like people tell me like, oh, like you taking creatine, do you feel a difference? No, I honestly don't. I mean, is there a difference? Probably. But are you like, am I coming into the gym back, fuck, like I feel so much different. I look so much bigger. I'm like, nah, man, like I feel stronger at the moment because I'm eating more food. Yeah,
it's funny you say that. I have a client, a good mate of mine. We came in today and I told him, try taking creatine. So he's been taking it since last Friday, and and he comes in and he said, the weights are moving up very quickly. And I said, look, saturation takes about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So within 4 or 5 days, maybe you've experienced some more strength benefit, I would say. But like, it could just be that your attitude to training is better because, like I like to make sure that I eat before I train. I have a glass of water or whatever it is. I have, even if it's pre-workout, like I know some people that like probably have too much pre-workout, but having the pre-workout, I go, okay, I'm fucking switched on for this session. That means that I'm going to try and lift heavier weights. Whereas like if you're all over the shop and, you're rushing from here to here, you're probably not going to have a good session. And I said it to him, it could just be that is the trigger for you to then, okay, I'm going to try as hard as I physically can during this session. I said, Do a blind test, see how it feels. Do it for a month, take a break for a couple of weeks, see if the strength goes down. Like I know that it will, because that's what the supplement is designed for.
Yeah.
But I said to him, see how you feel. Maybe it's just a mental thing.
Yeah, I think for me, it's just like, I guess I don't think about it. It's like if I start taking creatine, I'm just like, yeah, I'm taking creatine. If anything, sometimes I find it more of a fucking effort because I got to physically put it into water and drink it. You know, like
You put it into water?
Yeah, what do you put it into?
A shake?
Yeah, or a shake. Or
Yeah.
like it's an extra thing for me to do. So I'm like, oh, fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I'm not taking it, I don't actually feel like I'm missing out on anything. Whereas like I've had conversations with people where it's like, even clients where they're like, I'm so scared to take creatine. I don't want to get bulky. I'm like, imagine, I said this to someone today. I was like, imagine, it was a female client. I was like, imagine the most expensive handbag you can think of. It's like, that's how much it costs for you to build muscle in your body. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's an expensive process. It's so slow.
Yeah.
It's like for your body to go through the whole chain reaction it takes to build muscle, it's like it's going to take a while. So don't think that you taking this white powder is going to accelerate that to a degree that it's so much quicker than you think it is. That was good. I backed myself for that one.
But yeah, it's definitely, don't die.
Almost fell over.
We're going to get sued. But yeah, it's definitely, that's like, this is the thing, this is why I wanted to try glycine. Like I take that with creatine before I go to bed, because that's just, it's their bedtime routine. It goes in the orange juice, naked, bed.
Yeah, nice.
So I don't know whether it's just the bedtime routine or it is a supplement. Could be a mixture of both. For the cost of it, it's cheap, sleep better. I'll probably keep it in.
Yeah.
And it's low effort because it's already in my routine.
Yeah. And I think also it depends like where you're at on the scale. It's like if you're a newer person to training, you're probably going to see results no matter what. And it's probably going to be a little bit more rapid. If you're an intermediate, it might help you get that to that another level, depending on obviously all those cornerstone habits that you're doing. And if you're advanced, then you might really just be helping you get that 1 extra %.
Yeah, I feel like I fall into the intermediate.
I think most people do, man.
Yeah,
like,
because I look at that and I go, okay, well, if I'm spending the money to buy the supplement, I'm not going to waste my time eating shit food and training like I'm just mucking around. I'm going to try and make sure that I'm maximizing what I've purchased for that reason. So I'm going to make sure I'm eating well, hitting my protein, getting my sleep, all that, because I've spent the money on this. When in reality, it probably should be the inverse.
yeah, of course.
Right? But I feel like because of those habits, because I've gone out of my way to try and make this something or to see the effect of it, everything else falls into line.
I think you can even relate that to like activewear. It's like, is activewear motivating or is activewear a way to be motivated? It's like, I know if I get fresh clothes, I'm fucking G to go into the gym, like fuck, get the pump cover on, take it off, new shoes. Like, I feel better about myself, which means I'm going to approach my training a little bit better, which means I'm probably, haircut is the perfect. It's what I think, I forgot who it was. I think it was probably Alex Hormozy said it. It's the car wash effect. Yeah, nothing's changed. The car's still the same car.
But it's clean.
But it's just clean now.
Yeah.
And that's the exact same thing when it comes to your haircut or, you know, when you get new activewear. It's like your attitude towards the session. Attitude is better. And it's like if that motivates you and that helps you get that extra %, then fucking do it. And that's the same with supplements. I'm not saying go out there and spend X amount of money on all these supplements thinking it's going to make the difference and you're not doing all the other things. Yeah. But most of the people who are probably listening to this are probably already doing those things.
Yeah, or if you're not, then
do them.
Yeah, signs of change. It's definitely, there are some things that like, if it's going to come down to the cost. Like, there's just some things where I can't justify paying for.
No, yeah, I'm the same. Like,
thermo burner bullshit, like all that. I'm just like,
Yeah, like even sleep supplements, I think are getting a bit of a hard ride at the moment, where it's like,
what is that?
Like melatonin. Everyone's pumping melatonin.
Oh yeah, and then you can't fall asleep without it.
Yeah, and then 5-HTP is another one. Everyone's riding that as well. It's just like, you know what? You probably have a shit sleep routine, and it's like if you just worked on that, you'd probably eliminate half your problems.
Yeah, that's the industry, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here, but I'm annoyed that everyone's blaming all nutritional habits on disordered eating.
I think we've touched on this before.
Yeah, it's just annoying me, man. It's just like choking causes disordered
coming back
eating.
for-
It's like,
I don't think it'll ever go away.
I don't think it'll ever go away, but it's like we need to find the happy medium and be careful of the language we're using around it.
Yeah, I just think it's almost like two sides of the fence. They're never going to be able to meet during the middle, because anyone in the middle is seen to be like a unicorn. They don't exist. It's like,
Yeah.
Probably most people will be okay with some sort of tracking. Like,
But if I came to you, right, and I said to you, it's like, I hate the way I look. Every time I jump on a scale, I get depressed, and I can't live without tracking, or not even. Let's not even use those words. Or like,
I was gonna say that's intense.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would do. That you're going. You're gonna be referred.
But that's the thing, right? It's like the person who's coaching you needs to have a level of judgment and understand. Okay, this is beyond my scope.
Yeah.
Don't blame tracking. It's like you probably just went to the wrong person, and yes, you probably weren't aware about it, but then it was that person's responsibility to be like, hey, look, you should probably go speak to someone.
Yeah, instead of supporting the negative behavior.
Yeah, like I have someone in my life who I'll not name for a reason. I said to him, he needs to lose weight, and I'm like, I can't help you.
Yeah.
You need to go get someone who specifically knows what it is that is going on deeper in the situation here.
So it's not a surface level kind of.
No, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like, I could tell you to eat plants and protein. I could tell you to track your macros, or I could tell you to just focus on drinking more water. It's beyond that.
Goes over the head.
It's beyond that.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I'll admit when something is too much for me to help you with.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the expertise in that. But if you've got a decent relationship with yourself and you just want to be a bit more confident, and you want to get fucking jacked and strong, brother, hit me in the DMs. I'll help you out.
Yeah, it's good. We've got some new programs that are coming out as well. He doesn't. Do you know about them?
Do I know about
I don't know. You wrote them. You got those powerlifting programs.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
So Jackson's in the midst, or you've already written them?
I've already written them.
They're already done, but they're not published yet.
They're not published yet.
Bit of powerlifting action over there.
Fucking good.
Going back to your roots or what?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was scrolling through.
He's a closet powerlifter. This guy.
Yeah, I think.
What is it?
No, you know what it is. It's like.
Tell me. Actually, the other day, I'll just cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was looking at a guy deadlifting, and I was like, "Fuck." I wonder what like a year of deadlifting would do to my physique.
Oh, it wouldn't cause any negative.
No, I'm just wondering, like.
You just get dense.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? But the trade-off is not there. I just can't be fucked.
Yeah.
I saw him loading the bar, doing it, resting, sitting there. I was done my workout. By the time he was unloading the plates, I was finished. I was like, fuck this. I'm not waiting that long.
You know what I miss, man? I think it's the arousal of it. It's the walk-in, warm-up set. Get ready, get in the zone. It's like a lot of, like for you, it's a little bit different because you've done a lot of competitive sports. But
I feel like that's the sport for me.
They're team sports, right? Where mine have all been like by myself. Like when I was fighting, I trained with other people and there was a community aspect to it. But it's like when I fight, I'm by myself. You know, so, and powerlifting is that too, where it's like, I'm not gonna lie, having all the eyes on me when I'm about to do a big deadlift or a big squat, it gets me G'd up.
Yeah.
And approaching the bar and being like, I just gotta fucking rip and grip this thing, it's pretty fun. And it's a cool feeling when you get the lift as well, because you just feel like a sick cunt. But I mean, like, to bring it back, I've even ventured out into other things and gone back to my own roots as well. I've been doing boxing 3 times a week.
Before we get that, what are these powerlifting programs look like?
Oh, yes. The powerlifting program. So they're actually for females specifically.
Sorry, lads.
The male ones are coming too, but it basically is it's like fucking 23 weeks of programming.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So you go from your strength hypertrophy. So basically, the more muscle mass you have, the higher your strength potential is. So we want to focus on building a good base and building a good base, solid amount of like foundational muscle, so that we can hone in on the skills to lift the most amount of weight. And then it sort of just potentiates from there. So it just goes from strength hypertrophy to a bit of a hybrid program, or if you want to call it a power building program. And then we zone in on the strength aspect, start peaking your numbers, and then we actually have a proper peak to get you to be like, all right, let's fucking send.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And then you get to the platform and Gonna lift it
You're ready to go.
like Laura.
Bro, she's doing comp in November, and so is Noah.
That's hectic.
It's gonna be fun.
If you want to be a really strong chick and lift heavy shit and look cool while doing it,
hit us up. And you want glutes? Hit us up.
I got a good pair of glutes for you. Yeah, we've got the powerlifting programs coming out. We've got the I've been given the responsibility of some ultimate chest, back, and glute programs.
Yeah.
I only have 2 of those things, glutes and back. Chest is loading, but yeah, they'll be out soon as well. Probably just in time for summer, I reckon.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That'd be nice.
That'd be good.
Give people a summer shred.
Well, I've actually
we don't like the challenges, but we don't. Do we do challenges?
We'll see. If we're gonna do them a challenge, we're gonna do it better than anyone else. But
We might have to do a 24-week challenge.
Yeah.
So you do the 12-week diet and then the 12-week
Post diet recovery.
That's it. Hey, that's good.
Yeah, I like it.
But do you reckon that people would like that?
Close the cameras off. We're in a business meeting.
Hey, let the people watch. Let the kid watch.
I've got some clients actually on those programs at the moment. A little bit more customized though.
They're working?
Yeah, man. Who's doing it at the moment? Noah's doing it at the moment because she's
a machine, bro.
she's a workhorse. She's a fucking workhorse.
Fucking always deadlifting, always benching.
Yeah.
She's always doing something with the barbell.
I've been like experimenting with her a little bit and just seeing like how she goes with doing barbell work for a long period of time. She's handling it.
Right. I think I've said it previously. Females and their ability to withstand work is mad.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah. She's just like, we went from high bar squats, safety bar squats, and now we're doing low bar again. And then we went to like RDLs, deficit deads, and now we're doing normal deads. So she's just had proper bar. I think the only thing we haven't put in there was a lot of bench because that's just, even when you're trying to like, it's just a lot of volume, especially with the systemic fatigue of those 2 other exercises.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty smart in there, you know? But yeah, she's handling it well, and her numbers are already going up. I think the biggest thing that we've zoned in with her is her ability to judge RPE.
So sends it too much?
Yeah, she sent it too much, and it's like,
she's got the wrong coach then. This guy, you're going to teach her how to refrain from it?
Yeah, no, she has now. Like, bro, she goes, like now in her check-in, she'll be like,
too easy.
What should I do here? I'm like, just RPE 7.5. And just keep RPE 7.5. Because it's not until you peak or before you peak where you drive them into a hole where they hate their lives and they've got so much fatigue.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't even know if I would be able to do that.
Let me break down basically what a strength program is really supposed to do. It's like you're supposed to overall build up or start with a base level and get your technique back to a point where it's proficient. And then you just build more weight until a point where you have so much fatigue that you need to deload. And then from there, the idea is super compensation, but obviously whether that is actually a thing or not, we won't know. And then you're supposed to like be able to lift fresh, new PBs.
Numbers.
Yeah. So yeah, we're slowly getting her there, and I'm just like, until we get to the point where we're trying to get you really, you're right there, bro.
Fuck, bro. Whoever was in here before us, I don't know how tall or short they were.
Bro, whoever's listening to this is going to be listening to that mic and be like, shut up.
I'll watch it instead. Looks good.
Yeah, so, and we don't need to really be pushing the big singles until we're up to those last 3 or so weeks of before the peak.
So what do those accessories look like then as well? Like,
we're trying to explore ranges that we're neglecting in our main movements, and then also supporting her secondary goals at the moment, which are to look better.
Look like a baddie.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got some pull-ups in there or some pull-downs, like back training. I mean, look, it's hypertrophy 101, right?
Back, shoulders, glutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Female program done.
Yeah, 100%. And then we've got a bit of chest in there as well because we need the volume to make sure we get stronger at our bench press.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then we're doing a lot of tricep focus work as well.
For the lockouts and stuff.
For the lockouts as well as like...
Look at me go.
As well as, you know, it's more range of motion.
Yeah.
So like you need to be able to... Because everything we do in powerlifting is restricting range of motion. Like powerlifting is trying to cheat to get the most amount of weight. I said it, it's cheating. Like, you know, you're arching to a degree that is abnormal so that you can move and bench the most amount of weight. you're squatting to a point that you're leveraging your hip extensors to squat the most amount of weight.
Yeah, what is it? It's hip crease below the knee.
Hip crease below the knee. Yep. So you don't even have to go ass to grass, which obviously who gives a fuck. And then the deadlift is like you're trying to use your levers.
You just can't hitch it, right?
You just can't hitch it. You're trying to use your levers as much as possible to move the most amount of weight. And again, 9 times out of 10, most people sumo anyway, which is mechanically is a more advantageous position, and you're using less muscle mass. You're literally just using your leverages. So, yeah, you're welcome for the breakdown of what powerlifting is.
Far out. Job done.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to the girls. When's that?
They'll kill it.
November.
Yeah, November somewhere.
November something.
Check. Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled. And, if you want to be... that's nationals, though, is it? No?
This one isn't nationals, but I think if they do well in this...
people want to train, they want to train for it. Is it too late or not?
No, they can do it. I mean, we've got the lift off as well. That's in a couple of weeks.
We do too.
So they can always do that. So we just wanted to take a quick break from the podcast. If you're enjoying the podcast and the way that we approach our training and nutrition philosophy with our clients, then please make sure you do hit the link in the bio and get interested in some coaching, or you can always DM us on Instagram. Back to the episode.
Let's go.
To give you an idea, these girls didn't come to me as powerlifters. They came to me as girls who just wanted to get stronger and, to be honest, be more confident in the gym.
Yeah.
And now they're doing powerlifting competitions.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like lifting heavy weights to fast track confidence in the gym. I have noticed that quite a lot. Like in my gym, at least, there's a lot of females who probably were a bit hesitant to touch big boy weights or just heavier weights. Once they pick them up, like Helen, she was fucking RDLing 34s the other day. And I was looking and I was like, can I even do those? Can I do that? I don't know. But like, it was just one of those feelings where now they walk away from that going, fuck, I'm killing it. I'm just fucking killing it.
I mean, look at Jess from Tripcos.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, she's a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Like, she's actually a gun.
Athletic freak.
Like, deadlifts she did 150.
150, yeah.
She can squat something, 110, I think she did. She could bench, I think, something like 60.
Sorry, Jess, I don't watch your stuff.
I do, because
it makes me feel
it's impressive. Bad. And then she just pumps out pull-ups. Like, ridiculous.
Oh, yeah? If you're a female, you want to get confident in the gym, lift some stuff.
Yeah.
And you'll look at it and you'll be like, fuck, this is mad.
This is where I'll even like go back on some of the things we've said, where I think performance goals can be really beneficial here, especially for females. I think it's mainly for females.
More for females.
Because a guy will probably be like, oh, look,
we're just vain.
My biceps,
we're just vain. We're just like how we look.
And to be fair, I'm one of them as well.
Yeah, you should have seen us today.
But yeah, I just feel like girls get so much more benefit when they have a performance goal, because then how they look is a byproduct of that performance goal.
Yeah, you're not constantly thinking about it.
Yeah, you're not like, oh, like, is my waist smaller? Is my bum bigger? It's like, no, but it is. But I'm not noticing it as much because I can pick up 120 kilos.
Yeah, I can lift double my body weight.
Yeah. And I can squat it too. And then it's like, oh, hey, and I also have a peach.
Yeah, and then I think as well, like Steph, we spoke the other day, we're looking at her next program. And she said, I just want big glutes. I was like, Matt, for her...
She's strong too, man.
Yeah, for her, she said, I want to get that 100 kilo squat. She was so close and she hurt her back last time we tried to do it. Purely just come down to life stress and lack of recovery and so on and so forth. But the main thing is not going to be, smash your glutes 3 times a week or let's grow your glutes by 5 centimeters. It'll be let's try and hammer home for that 100 kilo squat, and you're going to get a big bum in the process.
Yeah, well, it's like we said with the supplements.
I don't know many people who don't have big ass that can't squat heavyweight.
Yeah, and it's like, as you said with supplements, it's like the motivation's going to be higher there.
Yeah, you're going to go to the gym.
You're going to enjoy it more because you're like mad putting on 5 kilos. Or like, it's like, who was it? I think my client Hannah, she's like, oh, I'm so sore. I'm like, how much did you add to your weight? She goes, 5 kilos. I was like, that's a lot. That's why you're sore, man.
5 kilos by the amount of reps you did, by the amount of sets.
Yeah, and she goes, is that a lot? I was like, add 5 kilos for the next 52 weeks. How much weight do you have? And she's like, that's a lot of weight. I was like, yeah, because it is like
big jumps.
People think, going from those like 80 to 100 kilo squats, like they're big deals. People don't don't acknowledge that. It's like, oh, it's only 100 kilos. It's like, yeah, because you compare yourself to the fucking 1% of the world who've dedicated half their life to this.
Yeah, there's always like Hugh. The guy was RDLing 140 last night for sets of 3, and I was looking at him and I was like, I don't think that's my max deadlift.
Leora can pick up 170 kilos.
Yeah, like I just look at it and I'm like, that's not normal.
Yeah, like some people are just built for strength training, and
yeah,
mostly girls too, because like I was having this conversation with
they're like ants.
Explain.
Ants can pick up like 2 or 3 times their body weight.
Oh really? Oh, I did know that. Yeah, sorry.
See,
Yeah.
all of a sudden
I just didn't know where you're going. Oh, they're like ants.
They're all strong. They're all strong. But you have to get them to the point.
Yeah,
Females, you have to get to the point where 1, you enjoy it. 2, you're not that scared of lifting the weights. Pardon me. It's going to come down to technique, obviously, but once you crack that little, like, it's like that tipping point. You're just like more.
It's so much fun watching a chick get stronger too, because they're like, oh, I wanna do this. I wanna deadlift that, and you're like, yeah, fucking oath.
Add it.
Yeah, let's go. And it's like, I spoke to Hannah today as well. It's like I we were on the leg press today, and I was like, watching her just push herself, and me not actually having to tell her to do it. Like, I could tell she was dying by the 6th rep, but she got 10. Like, that's cool. I like that. That's where I enjoy my job, because it's like, I see the progression in the attitude, not just the weight.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
It's that mindset shift.
Yeah, exactly.
When you train like a monster, you get mad results.
To give you an idea, I'm trying to see how much, I can't say where Leora's weight is, because how much she weighs versus how much she deadlifts is fucking ridiculous. Bro, she deadlifts 170 kilos.
That's actually wild. Sorry, okay. Ants can lift up to 10 to 50 times their body weight.
10 to 50.
There you go. But yeah, on the topic of training and all this pushing heavy loads and stuff, we train once a week. So topic of accountability.
Yes.
It's very good to have someone who can keep you accountable.
Yeah, I enjoy our training sessions.
They're fucking hard.
We should get some barbell squats in there.
Nah. See, Jackson and I...
We train different.
If there's a barbell in the program, we can't do the program because I'm like Gumby. It just doesn't work. Unless it's an RDL, it just doesn't work for me. I don't know. I just look at it and I'm like, nah.
See, I hate RDLs. I fucking hate them.
It automatically feels 20 times heavier when it's a barbell. I just look at it and I'm like, not happening.
All right.
It's my long leverages, bro. It's my long arms.
The Aura weighs about 70 kilos.
Actually, deadlift's 170 kilos.
Yes.
Is that a joke?
How much is that? Body weight time?
Please hold. Oh, I hope my maths is good. That's almost 2.5 times her body weight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jesus.
So fucking crazy.
I think Steph's almost the same as well.
Yeah, she's strong too, bro. She deadlifts 140?
Well, 140 at 62 kilos body weight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so strong. Why don't you put her in a comp, man?
In London, it's really hard to do powerlifting comps.
In what way?
It's like a club rather than just that you can't just enter.
I'll find one, don't worry.
She just wants big glutes anyway, bro. It's alright.
Just get both.
Byproducts. But yeah, the accountability, I think, is something that is it keeps people in the gym for longer.
Yeah, I mean, when I had the girls prepping for...
They prep together, right?
Yeah, they prep together. Yeah. We would do group sessions. And it was fucking fun.
Yeah, so find yourself a training partner, but a good training partner.
Yeah, one that is also going to allow you to push yourself. Because, like, for example, today, it's like, go up in weight, change this with your technique. Like you and I today.
Yeah.
Spotting on reps, like making sure we get those final reps, And it's like, I feel it already. Like, I feel my back's pretty cooked. I'm going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm kind of sore now, to be honest.
Yeah, so am I. And it's like...
That's why I haven't moved much. Like, the table's so low, and I'm just like...
You're just curling into
if the lights were off, forget it.
Nah, it's... Having a training partner is so good for accountability, especially if it's the right one. Because you need to... Like, for me personally, I need to have a good level of banter between sessions too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, I get fucking bored, man.
Yeah, it's very monotonous.
When I train by myself, it's like I am pacing up and down the gym. I reckon I get like not fourth.
Yeah, hey, it's a good idea. I did it the other day. Just walk around.
Bro.
Like, you feel a little bit like jail spec. Like, just walking around the yard, you know, like just, people are looking at you like, why the fuck does he keep pacing? Is something wrong with him?
I just get J'd up and I'm like, I have so much energy, I can't contain it. It's like everyone will be like, oh, bro, I hate this. It's like, if you're on your phone in between sets, you're not training hard enough. Shut up, bro. Like,
What else am I going to do?
how do you think I'm logging my weight, you
I'm
dickhead?
trying to breathe.
I'm trying to find the right set from Dimitri K at Intense Festival so I can peak.
That was the one today, wasn't it?
Huh?
Was the one today?
Yeah, it was fucking
I listened
hectic.
to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, like, I think there's something to be said for finding the right training partner.
You got to have a laugh. You got to be able to not be too serious all the time, but you got to be able to flip the switch and be like, all right, let's work.
Do you think having similar goals is a massive component to that?
Yeah.
I think it's one of like the pivotal goals. Like I know a lot of
Yeah.
people will train together, but they have two different goals, and it just makes the intensity of the session a little bit dispersed because one person has a different idea of what they want. Like one person wants to look toned, the other one wants to look slim. You know, like that's for two different people. Like for you and me, Jack might be different. I know it's not, but it might be different in the context of what we both want. So you're training and you're like, fucking push it. And the other person's like, bro, I just want to like get a little bit more muscle.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing as well is understanding what that person is feeling during the set. It's like,
or you mean like how so?
so for example, when the
Like
girls
mentally or physically?
yeah, and physically, because when the girls are prepping and we're doing powerlifting prep, it's like I know how much that bar sucks on your back. I know it hurts when you're trying to pick up a 1RM. I know that feeling. It fucking hurts. And I know what the feeling after is, and I know what the feeling is when you don't get it. And let's relate this back to just general training is, I know how much it sucks trying to push those last 3 reps on a hack squat. I know how much it sucks and burns and the body screaming when you're trying to do those last few reps on a fucking bicep curl as well. Everything's throbbing and you can't lift your arms. I know that feeling. If someone is training you and they don't know what that feels like, how the hell are they going to be able to support you during that process?
Yeah, so definitely you're saying like try and match up one goals, but two is like in intention.
Yeah, intention, or just being like, I guess Sebastian.
It's hard to put into words.
Sebastian Orov said it perfectly. He goes, if I'm coaching someone, he goes, they might be stronger than me, but I know the relevant feeling that they're feeling when I had 400 kilos on my back.
Yeah,
He goes, it fucking sucks. He goes, so I know I'm not going to be like, easy work. Because I know it's not fucking easy work because it's hard. He goes, but I know how hard it is because I did it.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess it's almost like if you have similar goals and you want to train together, like walk the walk together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I definitely notice like I do well by myself.
Definitely, yeah.
But then there's some times where I'm just like today, you know, it's always good to reset and say like, it's almost, there is the camaraderie between us, but also the competition. It's
yeah.
like, I know you're stronger than me, but
You probably train a little bit harder around me.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want to be shown up as much as if I just did the same weights as last week.
My head's gone like this right now.
That's right. We're going to have to get a bigger camera. But it's true. Like, honestly, and it shouldn't be viewed as bad because at the end of the day, if I can take something away, like I know after each of those sessions, okay, there's probably a little bit more that I can look for here. And even being in a group of it doesn't have to be one partner. Like I know Jason and all the boys that train with Jason now, like just having the group and seeing what everyone's doing, even from a distance, I'm like, okay, I can do more.
Yeah, definitely.
I can always do more because someone's always doing more. So it's kind of like surround yourself with some people that are doing better work than you, even if it's like, I don't know, make friends with a PT.
Yeah.
See,
Bro, I got so many people that come up to me in the gym and they're like, thank you for helping me because you haven't tried to just always sell me something.
yeah,
It's like, yeah, I'm going to fucking help you. I mean, obviously, like, yeah, I'd love to have more clients. I'd love to have someone come on, and especially if they're that invested.
yeah,
But it's like, yeah, I'm going to probably just fucking help you because I enjoy the job.
yeah, and you want to see them succeed. You would hope that someone would have helped you if you were doing the same thing.
Yeah. as I said to you earlier today, like something I've really worked out is I just fucking enjoy this job, and I would honestly do it for free if the world worked that way. So much fun. Watching people progress, watching people change. It's just like, I get so into it. Even I had my 52 and 54-year-old clients the other day. I fucking thrashed them. It was the funnest thing. Like, I pumped them. And they
Thrashed them.
They loved it. They're like literally at the end of the day, my client, he's so funny because he had this grunt. He's like, in between us, he's like, like, you're good? He's like, yeah.
Yeah. Another one.
Yeah, another one. And then he's like, good sesh. I'm like, man, see you on Tuesday.
Sick.
It's so much. That's the second time.
He's going again.
Too strong. Yeah, should we wrap it up?
We can.
How long's that?
Long enough. He's done. He wants to go home.
Nah, I can keep talking for hours.
50 minutes. But yeah, find yourself an accountability partner. I think it's definitely beneficial, especially if you are starting out. But make sure, you have some sort of guidance. So don't just blind lead the blind. That was something that I did for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I was the person who thought I knew what to do in the gym, and I would take, like, I used to go to the gym with Chris. We used to go when we were like 15 and just fucking do whatever. I was fitness first Rockdale. I used to do fucking leg extension and bicep curls because I thought I knew, blood flow transfer and this can grow muscle and that. But it's like, if you're not sure, just what? What are you looking at?
I just find that ridiculous.
I was 15, bro. I didn't know.
Right. I used to get my work. I used to think,
bodybuilding.com.
I used to think why training weights was going to stop my growth.
Probably did.
Yeah, that's why I'm sure.
But yeah, definitely, I would say follow a program together, because then like no one's responsible for making exercises up and thinking, what should we do next? Like, follow a well thought out program, one that kind of suits both your goals. Like, obviously it doesn't have to be identical, but just try to have similar goals so that they're not disparaging and you're going, well, I don't want to do that.
If you're not sure what sort of program to follow, go listen to our last episode and listen to me go on a rant about how you should be programming for each body part.
Honestly, I don't. Yeah, that was it. I was gonna say, you can go have a look at our programs. They're pretty good.
Yeah, that too on the app. Yeah,
they're pretty good. But yeah, don't be shy.
Yeah, and spend all your money on supplements.
Only glycine.
Only glycine.
All right, we gotta go.
All right. See you next week.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week.